Okay, continuing along with part 3 of 6 in this update on interfacing with the doctor within. The topics of discussion that are talked about in this presentation are to show you my best working model and tell you how it's made. And continuing along with that, in the previous sessions we had talked about the apparatus, and the apparatus consisting of a headphone, a microphone, and a galvanic skin response device, which is shown here, and a volume control and mixer, which is shown here. Recorder number 1 is sometimes used, particularly for guided imagery. And one of the most important things in this whole thing is to have recorder number 2. Now, recorder number 2 can be a recorder as shown here, or it can be a PC as shown here. What we talked about previously on the slides is the schematic diagram of how all this is hooked up, and flow charts and parts list and connection diagrams, and all these are covered in the previous parts to this presentation. Going forward, I'd like to show you on myself how this might be portrayed. As you can see on my head, I've got the headphone microphone combination. The headphone here and the microphone here. Now, now in this slide here, I am showing how recorder number 1 is held up close to the microphone in an actual session. As I said before, recorder number 1 can have on there questions, or it can have on there guided imagery. Going along in showing how this is done in a session, this is how the galvanic skin response sensor is, how I hold it when I'm actually doing a session. As you'll notice, that it's held so that it's on the table, so that my actions won't influence the galvanic skin response. Okay, on this slide here, it shows a close-up of what I chose for the galvanic skin response device in my apparatus. It's model GSR2 by Thought Technology, and that's what I have up to this point. Now what I'd like to do is to give you an audio demonstration of what the sound is like coming out from the unit when you read the instructions from the GSR2 manual. It talks about the tone, or the pitch of the tone, going up when a person's under stress and going down when a person is not under as much stress. So I'd like to give you a demonstration of what the sound would be like coming from this unit. And kind of imagine as we go along that I'm asking myself a question, or perhaps it's under guided imagery where I'm being asked a question. Okay, that was a demonstration. I hope you were able to hear it okay. Let's see, okay, so in the previous slide we heard, or that you heard about the sound that comes from the GSR device all by itself. Now in this slide here, I'd like to give you an idea of what it sounds like when the GSR response is combined with my own voice answering questions or having to respond to the guided imagery. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play into the microphone what I had recorded previously on recorder number 2. So please listen to the composite, which is what I'm calling the holistic answer, that combines my own words answering, or my own words talking, as well as my galvanic skin response, which is corresponding to my subconscious. Okay, so anyway, that was just a little snippet of one of the experiments that I had done previously. So I just wanted to give you a complete picture of how this whole thing works, and I plan on improving the device as it goes along, or the apparatus going along. And but I sure hope that you can do a whole lot better and probably a whole lot faster than I'm going to do it. So anyway, on to the next slide here, just showing that we're going to be continued on part 4 of 6. And in there we'll be going on with the next topic of discussion.